Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Thursday, November 10th, and we got a little bit of economic news scheduled for today, and we'll start off with the jobless claims. We had 400,000 last week. Apparently, they must have revised it up a little bit because last week I remember it was a little bit less than 400,000. But they must revise it to 400,000. We were estimating to drop about 398, which was the number I believe they used last week, but came in at 390, so that's actually pretty good news. Less people filing for unemployment. Foreign trade, these aren't as important, but I thought just throw it out there for you. Uh, the previous report was at negative 44.9 billion. We estimated it'll probably be more of a deficit, but actually improved a little bit, the foreign trade a little bit. So it looks like we're shipping a little bit more goods than we probably anticipate. So, which is a good sign, probably because the dollar was kind of weak there for a while and kind of strengthened just recently. So, a little bit. Import price index, we're pretty much at zero. Thought it would remain at zero, and actually came in at negative zero point 0.6. So import prices are dropped a little bit at that point, probably because the dollar was kind of weaker at the time when they did this. Strengthened a little bit, so probably next report would probably be a little bit more either at zero, or maybe a little higher. And the federal budget will be reported later today. We're currently at negative 140 billion. Comes out about 11 o'clock West Coast time here. So basically to be determined. So we'll jump right into the headline news, see what's going on here. And the stock market's up after taking a pretty big beating yesterday. I believe we were down about 300 points yesterday at the Dow, so that was taking a beating. And right now it's about 100. Dow's up about 100 today, so a little bit up. And a lot of it has to do with Europe again. Greece names a new prime minister. Italian bond auction went pretty well. Probably, to be honest, there's some manipulation in there. Somebody like the European Central Bank probably came in there and bought a bunch of their bonds to make it look a little bit better than what reality is, to try to ease some of the investor concerns, as they need the investors to kind of keep things going, because basically the 7%, as we had mentioned yesterday, is usually when people get 7%, they're not able to keep to repay those because it's just too high for people to. You kind of force them into a bailout situation, as we saw with Portugal and with Greece and Ireland, because their yields went up so high. So it came in actually up 6.99, so just a hair under. And then also Greece. Oh, sorry, that was an old one. So all right, so let's jump over to the bond market and see what interest rates are doing. We have here. Don't get worried about this. It was actually, we had a bond rollover, which means it's kind of like if you haven't been following, it's kind of a refreshing of the bond prices. So if we didn't have this bond rollover, we would still be within this range here. So we're pretty much just up about 3 basis points today. So interest rates in reality are really about where we are. As if you follow, usually when we see these lowered here, that means bond prices worsen, and worsen until interest rates go up. But in this case, it's because we had a bond rollover. There's no uh, interest rates will be about the same, because where the bond rollover would be, it'll bring us right back to where we were, back in line with where interest rates should be at, and keep us at an even level. So today, interest rates are about where we left off yesterday. All right, folks, if you're on my channel, YouTube channel, please subscribe at Mike Bjork or Mike's Daily Market Report. If you're on my Mike's Daily Market Report.com, please subscribe there as well. That way you can get your daily updates as I input them. You guys have a wonderful day, and catch you, well, probably won't catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Veterans Day, so we wish all our veterans here in the U.S. Well, and I will see you actually on Monday.